Hello everybody, it's Foxy speaking, and welcome to another episode of Foxy's Fun Inspirational Chat. Sorry a moment. Here we are. And today I will be your host. Is that right? Oh, bloody hell if I've got it wrong. My apologies. Oh, and in the rocking horse shit. Oh! Sorry for the language. I didn't mean to swear out loud. Oh shit, I started getting take two. Oh fuck. Oh shit, I've said fuck. Oh fuck, I've said shit. No. I'm sorry. I should not have done that. David and Kim, if you are watching, I'm sorry for the language. But shall we get reading, shall we? But yes, as I will be your host in the episode. I'm sorry for the foul language or going rogue. And yes, we shall continue where we last were with learning steam railway history with Foxy, shall we? Right, get to the content. I think I might have a relative remote idea as to where we last were. No. Oh. No, we did the Midlands. Yeah, we did that. Oh shit, where have I gone? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry for the language. It's just I'm a little confused. I'm trying to think things properly before diving in, but apologies for any language just now. Okay, here we are. The Battlefield Line, Leicestershire. The Battlefield Line, Leicestershire. Shackerstone, 5 miles 8 kilometres, northwest of Market Bosworth. Bosworth Field is the battlefield in question. The place where, in 1485, Richard III was defeated and killed, and Henry VII became the first Tudor king of England. The name given to the 4.25 mile, 7.5 kilometre line reflects the importance to the railway of that historic site, but the Battlefield Trail and Visitor Centre are not the only attractions for visitors to the railway. Parallel to the approach road to Shackerstone Station, where the most passengers began their journey, is the Ashby Canal, on which barges began their trade in 1804. This, like the later railway, which opened in 1873, was built to improve communications with the coalfield around Ashby and Moira. Leisure boats now use the canal, and the towpath makes for a pleasant walk as it keeps company with the railway to the south. School children make up a good proportion of the railway's passengers, since few educational resources can offer teachers the combination of a dynastic war and the age of steam. Shackerstone Station Museum displays an impressive, if rather bewildering, array of railway artifacts, including a telephone earpiece that tells railway tales, and visitors can soon understand the rudiments of signalling, as well as pull levers. Every effort has been made to recreate the character of the country railway and portray its importance to the community, which witnessed the arrival of Edward VII in 1906 when he visited nearby Gopshall Hall, now demolished. Only industrial locomotives are based permanently on the railway, so more powerful engines, unknown, can often be seen at work. The gently undulating Leicestershire landscape rarely affords wide panoramas, but the railway embankment gives something of a grandstand view as pheasants brazenly strut the neighbouring fields. It is worth alighting at the one intermediate station, Market Bosworth, to explore the pretty town where Samuel Johnson once taught at the grammar school. At journey's end, the terminus beside the battlefield is served by the attractive station building from Leicester Humberstone Road, which was dismantled and skillfully re-erected. A path from the station leads to the trail around the battlefield, with information boards which take you back to that August day when the course of British history was decisively changed. Train service Saturdays, Sundays and Bank Holiday Mondays from Easter to early October. Also diesel service Wednesdays, July and August. Santa specials. Telephone 01827 880 754. Bure Valley Railway, Norfolk, Wroxham, 7 miles 11 kilometres northeast of Norwich. When the writer and broadcaster Miles Kingston opened the Bure Valley Railway in 1990, it marked the completion of the longest miniature railway to be built in Britain since the 1920s. The 9-mile 14.5 kilometre line links the capital of the Norfolk Broads at Wroxham with the town of Aylsham, where the market square is ringed with fine 18th century houses. Ooh, oh my. And it serves a local transport function, as well as being a tourist attraction. Conveniently, the main line and Bure Valley stations at Wroxham are connected by a footbridge, and the town centre at Aylsham is only a short walk from the station. The 15-inch 375mm gauge railway is built on the trackbed of a Great Eastern Railway branch line that left the Norwich to Cromer line at Wroxham and mended through gently rolling country to join the Dereham Wells line at the isolated junction of County School. Although the line was open for freight until the early 1980s, 17 bridges had to be repaired. A quarter-mile, 0.5 kilometre tunnel built under the Aylsham bypass and 6,000 tons of crushed shingle brought in to replace the ballast. The journey in the comfortable carriages takes visitors past the walls of the Elizabethan Little Hautbois Hall, its blocked-up windows still recalling the aesthetic damage done by the window tax, which was in force from 1695 to 1851. Heading for Aylsham, the train soon runs parallel to the River Bure, where swans can sometimes be seen in majestic flight and geese are 10 a penny. Sorry, I had a little trouble reading, but I saw it and was able to read it. Now may we carry on. The village of Buxton with Lammers, the two separated by the Bure, is served by a station on the line and an interesting place to break the journey. the attractive church of St. Andrew can be glimpsed from the train, but the Quaker burial ground and resting place of the author of Black Beauty, Anna Sewell, has to be sought out. After rattling through the tunnel into Aylsham Station, the train draws to a halt under a huge overall roof. A very grand terminus for a railway of this small gauge. The engine shed beside the station gives visitors the opportunity to admire the fine collection of surprisingly powerful locomotives. The most recent additions being based on an Indian Railway's narrow gauge design. Keen walkers can use their legs in either direction. Since the line runs alongside the Bure Valley Walk, this path connects with a network of paths from Norwich and North Walsham, created by the Broadland District Council. Guides to the routes are available. Train service most stations from Easter to ends of September, October half-term holidays. Santa specials, telephone 01263 733 858. And now, Foxfield Steam Railway, Staffordshire, Blythe Bridge, 6 miles 9.5 kilometres southeast of Stoke-on-Trent. A former colliery railway in the heart of the Staffordshire coalfield might seem to appeal to none but the most avid enthusiast. But don't be put off. The views from these trains are a far cry from bleak post-industrial landscapes. Don't worry, I could see. Not to worry. These spoil tips from the colliery are now largely overgrown, and for most of the journey the line passes through woods that threaten to engulf the train. So close do the branches come, or past fields of grazing cows or corn. In the distance, the fringes of the Staffordshire moors can be seen, and across the valley is the village after which the line named its northern terminus, Dilhorn. It is donated by the octagonal spire of All Saints' Church. Until the number of British coal mines were decimated, most collieries were connected to the railway system by sidings or by a branch line. Most of these have been built over or returned to nature, but close to Blythe Bridge Station on the Stoke Derby line is a surviving branch that served a mine in the once prosperous Staffordshire coalfield. Coal was mined at Foxfield in the 17th century, but it was 1893 before a branch was built off the North Staffordshire Railway, known locally as the Notty, after the county emblem it adopted. The mine closed in 1965, but a 2 3/4 mile, 4.5 kilometre section was saved by a group of enthusiasts. The final part to the mine itself did not become part of the Foxfield Light Railway, and this is a great shame because it had the steepest gradient and the mine buildings could have formed an interesting feature. The loss prompted the group to establish a new station, engine shed and museum at the opposite end of the line close to Blythe Bridge. Visitors usually have a look around the collection of locomotives before taking a ride. All are tank engines and were once employed in industrial use, some of them in the Midland counties. Perhaps most surprising on a former colliery railway is the provision of a bar and an observation car known as the Bar Spell, which provides welcome refreshment and helps the railway's coffers. The small size of most of the Foxfield's locomotives means that they have to work hard pulling the former British Railway carriages, but try to visit on one of the special days where there is a demonstration of coal wagons being worked up the 1 in 25 gradient from the colliery. These demonstrations provide a spectacle and sound that are unforgettable. Train service from Easter to September, Sundays and bank holiday weekends. Santa specials, telephone 01782 396 210. The end. Well, we did up to 3 railway coverages in this one, and in the next episode, in the continuation of this, on this very book I'm reading about, the very next episode will represent the coverage of either 2 or 3 steam railway histories, as was the case for this one. Thanks everybody indeed for watching this latest video, and I shall certainly see you in the very next video. But before I end the video, my most profound apologies for swearing earlier on. I'm really sorry about the Brian Blessed swearing moments in the very early part of the video. I am just extremely sorry I did this, because I really don't do that in these episodes. I really don't, and I seldom do it very often, do I? I'm so sorry if I caused offence by swearing earlier on. But thanks everybody all the same for watching this very episode of the the very episode of the Foxy's Fun Inspirational Chat series. And here's to the next episode of more steam railway history coverage. Ta-ta, another time. From Foxy. Oh my. Oh, something interesting.